finally. It's the Padded Room Podcast, everybody. God fucking damn it. We are over an hour late in recording tonight. We are absolutely 100% action fucking packed with technical difficulties. We did manage to get Monica here tonight. Monica, how you doing, baby doll?
Oh, I'm here.
Well, I'm glad you're here. How are you feeling? Okay? Do I need to come fix you too? Because nothing else around here seems to work.
Oh no, I'm not. I'm not broken this month.
Oh, that's good.
Good to go.
Is it the parole officer's month to be broken?
Well, yeah, he's going in for a surgery tomorrow.
Oh, so. Nasty. Tomorrow, huh?
Yeah, tomorrow.
Oh, Jesus Christ, inmates. Let's all wish him a speedy recovery. I believe he is going to be transitioning to a reptile. Is that correct?
The Bionic Man.
The Bionic Man.
Yeah.
Oh, he's having back surgery. Is that right?
Yes, they're going to fuse the whole entire back.
Oh, that sounds disgusting. That's like the worst kind of surgery to have, from what I understand.
I know. They told him he's going to be there for like 10 hours, and they're keeping him. So I'm like, okay.
Oh, well, at least you got the house to yourself for a hot minute.
Know. Yeah, so I get to chase all the dogs tomorrow.
Absolutely. Catch up on some old man porn. You're good to go. He'll be fine, I'm sure. Delightful. Oh man, it's you know what? I'm 1 week into an 8-week hiatus from the goddamn flag football sports dome. And yeah. I'm already getting a little stir crazy. You know what I mean? Like we're coming off, my 8U team won a big championship, and this last weekend was the first weekend in damn near 4 years, Monica, that I haven't had a practice or a game or something to coach or some plays to call or a reason to go to the sports dome for one reason. I have to drive right past it on my way to work. So I'm like driving by and I get like the one tear roll down my cheek like, oh, I kind of missed that place a little bit.
When do you start up again?
Not till mid-April.
Oh,
yeah,
but can't you find something else for now?
I think I'm just going to go in there and start inserting myself into random kids' teams. All right, bring it in, everybody. My name's Coach Darian, and I'm going to have a talk with you. Everybody's looking at me like I'm a maniac. That's out of control, dude. All right, well, we got a regular horror show to get in here. Not anything involving flag football or the South Sports Dome. We got horror news, listener mail, all the usual fun stuff. I say we kick it off with a little horror news there, Monica.
Okay.
Horror news.
Monica, what do you got for us?
Well, I only got one movie coming up, and we're not even sure. It debuted at the SXSW Film Festival on the 14th.
That is a lot of letters for an acronym. FXSW. Those aren't even there's not even a vowel in there. All right.
You know what? You're right.
Shit.
But anyway, I think this might be a good movie to check out when it does hit the theaters.
Okay.
It's called Family Movie.
Ooh.
Have you heard of this?
I have not.
So, before giving away who stars in it, it says it follows a tight-knit family of filmmakers who suddenly find themselves in a real-life horror movie.
Ooh.
And guess who the whole real family is?
Is it the Addams Family?
No.
Who's the family?
It's the Bacon family.
The Bacon. So Kira Sedgwick, Kevin, and what's her name? Saucy.
Yep, and the son is also in it.
Oh, I didn't know they had a son.
Yeah.
Has he been in any movies?
I feel like I thought this guy was like a part-time rock star. I could be wrong.
No, that sounds about right. That would make sense.
Or I'm not sure if it's Nick Cage's son, but one of these dudes is in a band. But yeah, he's got long black hair. But yeah, so Dark Castle is going to be producing this, and I can't wait. It's going to be a horror comedy movie.
It has to be. If we're bringing the Bacons in, I feel like it needs to have some kind of a comedic element.
Yeah, and they're also directing it too.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah, so it's going to be a family fun time.
Very cool. I'm interested.
Yeah, as soon as it gets closer, I'll let you know when I see it somewhere.
Yeah, I'm into it.
And that's all I got, because I was kind of busy this week.
Me too, man. For not having any flag football, I got surprisingly little done this week, son of a bitch. Right on.
Well, relaxing.
No. Oh, mostly taking down Christmas decorations. Not a whole lot of relaxing.
Did you do your marathon yet, or when's that coming up?
That is not till May. We don't have anything really long coming up until then. But yeah, running. Done doing a lot of that, mostly on the treadmill because it's cold and I'm a pussy. So. Oh, yeah, I hate that treadmill. Anyway, what do we got going on here? It looks like A24 has begun casting a Mask of the Red Death remake. That's exciting. I like Mask of the Red Death, but let's be honest, that Vincent Price movie gets a little silly towards Act 3, right?
I don't remember that movie.
Big party. They're all supposed to die at the end, but instead they go into an interpretive dance choreography thing. And
okay.
It turns out there's not just a red death, but a blue death, a yellow death, a purple death, and I think a green death. And they're all just dressed up like ninjas hanging out on a hillside.
Okay, very interesting.
Yeah, not the best movie, so I'm interested to see. But if it's A24, Monica, it's probably going to go into some weird psychedelic spinneroony. And you know what I mean? Like at the end, you're going to be wondering if you're stupid because you don't understand it, or if the movie's stupid. So it's like a stupid off in a weird way, you know?
Oh.
Who's dumber?
Is that what A24 stands for?
You're stupid? Yes. Yes. I do believe that's exactly what it stands for. You're stupid 24 or something.
Got it.
What else we got here? Here's something you're going to be excited for. I hope you got your panties on because they're about to get blown right off you. There is a making of documentary of Screamboat, the Mickey Mouse horror movie.
Oh my God.
Do you want me to pause the show so you can run to your TV and cue it up? I don't want to slow you down or anything. It is streaming right now on Screambox. If anybody gives a shit about that stupid fucking... Speaking of stupid, that's a movie where I know I'm not the dumb one. You know what I mean?
Wow, who wants to see this?
Somebody, somewhere out there is just dying to get their hands on some more Screamboat content. And it ain't me. Yeah, stupid.
All right, then.
Yeah, that's what I say. What else we got here? Tommy Wirkola. Wirkolas? That name ring any bells?
It sounds familiar.
I bet if I pronounced it correctly, it might. He's the guy that directed Dead Snow and Dead Snow 2.
Oh, okay.
He has a shark thriller, and it's been bumped from theaters directly to Netflix. It's going to hit us in March.
Oh, what's the name of it?
I don't know. They haven't given it a title yet. I don't know that they're even done filming, but it's...
okay.
Yeah, it's going straight to Netflix, so there's some good news. He's done good work. I like Dead Snow. Those movies. Those are amazing.
Yeah. Those are good.
And I expect there'll be some kind of comedic edge to it, much the same as the Dead Snow movies.
Huh. Okay, I can see that.
Yeah, totally. Speaking of new movies coming at us, we have a new installment of Paranormal Activity headed our way. And that's going to hit theaters May 27th of this year.
Oh, okay.
Now, goddamn, man, I do like the Paranormal Activity movies. But that last one didn't make any fucking sense, Monica, is the thing. All of a sudden we're in an Amish community, and I don't know there's like a cult going on. It's not the midwives, it's something completely different. Now, Dusty would make the argument that the cult was like the origins of the midwives, but if we're in the correct timeline, then the events of the Amish community take place long after any of the stuff in Paranormal Activity. So that doesn't make a lot of sense. I don't know.
No. Yeah, that doesn't make sense at all.
I would like to just pretend that last one, Next of Kin, just never happened.
Yeah.
And let's pick back up with the midwives. Let's get into that family and what their fucking problem is in the house. You know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm also okay writing off Ghost Dimension. Because if you're going to show me the big scary ghost, don't make it look like my daughter's slime that she leaves all over the coffee table.
I think we should just go back to the original and keep it like that and find out an explanation through house changes.
Okay. I will give you everything up to, what was it, the marked ones? The one that took place in the hood?
Oh, yeah.
That one, that's usually not a good sign. When a franchise goes to the hood, we're in trouble. You know you're only one movie away from Ice-T and James Remar showing up, and then you got a lot of fucking problems, dude.
Yeah, the ghost had to get high.
Yeah, exactly. Suddenly there's ghost cheerleaders and strippers and stuff. Yeah, I'm with you there, buddy. I don't know. I mean, it could be cool. I don't want to shit all over this thing just yet, but we got to do better than Next of Kin, because I don't think that was even supposed to be part of the canon.
That was horrible.
It was bad, man. It was really bad. I get it. They tried to do a found footage thing, but there's really nothing linking that movie to anything else in the franchise. Maybe I need to revisit that. I don't know. Maybe I missed something.
No, you don't.
I don't plan on it, but if somebody can make that make sense for me, I'm willing to hear you out. Lastly, it looks I've got some good news here. Mike Flanagan's Exorcist is going to hit theaters March 27th. So we don't know the details on this movie yet. Some people are speculating that it's going to be a remake of the original Exorcist. Some people are saying that it's going to somehow tie into the Exorcist. I guess we can call it a franchise at this point. We don't know. Nobody knows for sure, but we're in Mike Flanagan's capable hands, and I feel pretty good about that. He's done good work. I'm a big fan of his. What do you think, Monica?
Is this the one with Scarlett in it?
I didn't see the cast. It wouldn't. Yeah, I think you're right. I think she was attached to it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this is the top secret one. We don't know. Okay, yeah, I'm kind of curious.
It cannot possibly be any worse than that last one. What was it? Believer? Exorcist Believer?
Oh, God.
Yeah, where they shoehorned Linda Blair in like the last 14 seconds of the movie. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, exactly.
How dare you?
Yeah.
That's all I got on the horror news. You ready for some listener mail, Chiquita?
Yep.
Let's do that.
Listener mail.
Listener mail. We got an email here, Monica.
Okay.
It is all the way from Sydney, Australia. Here comes Tim, the dummy of horror.
Hi, Tim.
Subject line, damn those werewolves. Hello, fellow young guys. How's life treating you? I don't know who he's talking to, because I am not a young guy. Unless he's like in his early 90s. I don't know. I'm far from young, but thank you very much for that, Tim. It's nice to hear that every now and then. I'm great. Thanks for asking. Terradome, damn those werewolves. I wanted the brothers to win, but yeah, let's be real. That's not happening. Werewolves for the win. If only the wrong turn dudes had wings. Hey. All right, guy. All right, you funny guy there.
Hey, you know what?
Huh.
If the brothers had wings, you know who they'd look like?
Who?
The Creeper.
Oh, yeah, a little bit. Creeper was a much more dapper dresser, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He had like the nice trench coat and the hat. You look at the Hattiger brothers and you just think, God, those guys stink. I can tell you right. I can't smell them, but I know for a fact they stink. Yuck.
Oh, yeah.
Creeper probably still stinks, but like in a different non-BO kind of a way. Like I feel like the Creeper might smell like an engine degreaser for some reason. I know. That's a weird conclusion to jump to, but whatever. Darian, I got you. You are not Halloween. You are You're Next. That one was easy. I like the easy ones. You got me there, fella. I was, in fact, You're Next. Lastly, Darian and Dusty, I'd like to thank you for a certain gift I was given regarding the Dummies of Horror 300th episode. That was a very cool gift to receive, and I can't thank you guys enough for your support and love. Much love, guys. Team, did you see what we did for Tim there, Monica?
No, I did not.
Oh, dude. So, god damn, this probably started pretty close to a year ago. Do you remember Lance from The Horror Returns?
Yes.
So he got this pretty kick-ass idea. He went and got himself a Jaws poster, and he signed it, and then he sent it to me, and me and Dusty signed it, and then we sent it to somebody else, and we ended up getting like, we filled up the entire poster, pretty much. It's all full of signatures all over the United States and Australia, and then just, I think this last week, Tim dropped his 300th episode, and his wife, Jaleesa, presented him with the poster right after he finished recording, I think. So, yeah, that was pretty cool, huh?
That's awesome.
Really cool if somebody would do something for me. Just saying, you know.
Oh, we'll keep that in mind.
Fucking just a dude hanging here by myself, and Monica. Do something for Monica, too, goddammit. Oh, it's all good. I'm glad you enjoyed it, Tim. That was it was actually all Lance's idea, but I think I was the second or third guy that he reached out to, and I was like, fuck yeah, dude, let's do it. So we did it, man. And yeah, congratulations on 300 episodes. You know what I wrote on this poster?
What?
300, question mark, exclamation point, ... cute.
Okay.
Because we're on our this is episode 711, so 300 is kind of cute to me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I see now.
Yeah. No, that's cute. You got 300 episodes. Oh, little guy. Right on, Tim. I'm proud of you, man. I remember Tim's first episode. We had to tell him that he should probably not use the N-word as much because he was throwing that around quite a bit. That was something. Yeah, good times. Let's see. Looks like we got some voicemails here. Let me get these guys queued up. Let's kick things off with our main man. We got a new listener here. I think it may be a wrong number, but I want to hear what she has to say, or he, or whoever. Here we go. New listener, maybe.
Hello?
Ooh, it's a lady. Well, that was it. Welcome to the padded room there, sexy, mysterious stranger. Feel free to call back anytime. All right, let's get over to Anderson, Indiana. Here comes Coop Nukem.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
Yeah, so I had a little bit of downtime, a little bit of free time with
I like downtime.
So I got to watch some stuff on Shudder. I watched one called Marshmallow.
I was looking at that.
That's kind of interesting. I didn't mind it.
Okay.
I don't know if you've seen that yet.
I have not. I've been flirting with it,
The
though.
one that I wanted to call about, God damn, that fucking Bone Tomahawk. I've heard them talk about it. Hadn't seen it.
That's a motherfucker, man.
Running on Shudder now.
I agree.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah.
You know what scene I'm talking about. Holy fuck, what a way to go. But the whole thing, man, that's just gnarly.
Right?
Man, Anyway, that was oof. But
You need a minute?
yeah, I was curious. I kind of know Darian's answer on this. I'm 90% sure I know his answer.
Oh, really?
But I'd like to hear
You got me figured
Monica
out?
and Dusty's answer on this. What scene and from what horror movie, like, just absolutely fucking sat in your head forever, like, to this day after seeing it?
Ooh, that's a good question.
Anyway, that's all I'm calling about. Hope you guys have a good evening. Later.
You too, Coop. That is a good question. You know what? I'm gonna simmer with that, and I've got one thing locked and loaded. But let me and Monica simmer with that for the rest of listener mail, and I will have an answer. We'll have answers for you after the mail segment here. Let's get over to our main man in Alabama. Alan's in the house.
Padded room, how's it going?
What's up, big man?
Hope everybody's doing good. Paradome, give me the werewolves.
You got it.
Mr. Darian, you're next.
Yes,
Let's
I am.
see, what have I watched? I watched the Running Man remake.
What do you think of that?
Movie was bad.
It doesn't
Was
look
weird,
good.
off, and then it really fizzled out at the end. I do not recommend it.
It looks
Watch
very
Long Walk. That
socially
was a good
minded.
one. Anyway,
Right
that's all I got. I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.
Very cool. Thanks for calling in, Alan. I've been flirting with that. Dude, I'm going to tell you right now. The Running Man, the original with Arnold Schwarzenegger, is like a guilty pleasure movie of mine. It's bad. I know it's bad. It's dumb as shit. The Gladiators are fucking ridiculous, but I love them. The Stalkers, I think they're called. But I get that has nothing to do with the source material. It was an Arnold Schwarzenegger vehicle. And I think, it was basically made and designed to just be a nonsensical action movie where Arnold just kicks the shit out of everybody, as he's wont to do. And that's going to be the entirety of your movie. And that's pretty much what it was. And I love that about it. All right. Let's get down to Southern California. Mr. Tom Hardy in the house. Hey-o!
Hey-o, Padded Room House, my favorite degenerates this
What's
week.
up, big guy?
Oh, I do hope everyone is doing well.
We're good.
Hey, I wanted to get in there real quick and just let you know, last week, horny tromboner, that's what I come to the Padded Room for, man.
Hey.
That highbrow.
That's exactly right.
Intellectual humor. That's
You're
what
not going to
always
find
get
that
from
anywhere
the
else,
Padded
Mr.
Room,
Hardy.
man. Keeps me coming back. Speaking about last week, the educating department, what do we got there?
It's a layup.
You're next.
Yes,
Great,
sir.
Great flip, man. I really enjoyed that one. I almost want to say everyone's seen it, but still, fuck, man. I think it was a few years after the flick was released that I
Took
finally
me a while,
saw
too. Yeah.
The What Are You Looking At department, I did get to catch 2 flicks. I'm sorry, 3 flicks.
Ooh.
I got to catch
What you got?
Return to Sleepaway Camp.
I'm
not sure if you've seen this one here. I want to say this is like the mid-2000s one. There is one that's even newer than this, Sleepaway Camp, I mean.
Did anybody ask for more Sleepaway Camp movies?
Yeah, this is a
I know
I
I did
bad
not.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's bad. Fuck, man, I don't know what to say about this piece of shit. I'll tell you one thing that really fucking bothered me.
Oh.
Is there's this badass, kind of almost the main character named Al.
Okay.
And he's supposed to be like, he's getting bullied, but he's such a fucking dickhead. Like, everything he does, you're like, yeah, fucking bully that kid. Fuck that jackass. But then...
I'm for bullying.
Okay, the problem is, like, they'll be saying shit to Alan.
Okay.
Like, hey, fuck you, you fucking fuck. Or some shit like that, whatever.
All right.
And then, like, Alan will come back over the top with, hey, your butt stinks.
Woo!
And it was like, where the fuck
Fatality.
are you going with? Like,
Alan
but
wins.
it didn't just happen once. Like, he kept, like, when people would bully him and, hey, Alan, knock it off. Okay, but your butt stinks. Like,
Whoa!
it was his coup de grace. Like,
Okay.
you can't come back for this. I don't know why. It just stuck out to me so much. Your butt stinks.
See, that's why we need bullies.
I humble brag here.
You have to learn how to talk shit.
I don't stink, but if there was any part of me that did, it'd probably be my butt. And then for you to say, hey, your butt stinks, I don't know, didn't seem much of an
No, that's
insult.
fair.
For me, just didn't seem like such an insult. I'm fucking droning on about this bullshit. Fuck
All right.
that movie. It's a piece of shit.
Okay.
And from what I hear, the one after this, which I have not seen, is
I'm
just
good.
as bad.
Yeah, no, I'm
got
good.
to catch this flick, Clive Barker's The Plague.
James
it's not
Van Der
too
Beek.
of a flick, but well, look. First off, it's not written or directed by Clive Barker. It's one of those.
Oh, GP'd, as he's wont to do. I hate that shit, man. They do that. They fuck you up that way. You know what I mean? They'll say, Stephen King's Night Flyer, and then you watch the movie and you're like, well, that was dumb as shit. What the fuck was that all about? And then you find out that it was very, 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 very loosely based on a short story that he wrote for a magazine at some point, called The Night Flyer, but it had nothing to do with anything that you just saw. That was a completely different thing. And he got like, $75 in a Subway footlong to put his name on the poster. So you get it's almost like a bait and switch, and I hate that shit. Almost as bad as when Tony Todd shows up in a movie for 6.5 seconds right before the ending credits, and you're like, God damn it, that's not what I paid for. All right. He called back?
G motherfucking P.
Oh, hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Anyway, as I was saying, it's one of those things where he doesn't really do anything with it. I think it's just like a producing credit.
Yeah,
and then,
that's what I'm saying.
Like he makes money just for slapping his name on it. Anyway, Flick was not good.
I remember starting
confusing.
it.
The kids all these kids fucking go catatonic.
Okay.
And then, like, they're like that for some time, and then they wake up, and then they just start attacking everybody.
All right.
But then, like, if you take a look at this, if you Google it and you put Clive Barker's The Plague,
I have no interest in doing that.
Up, not like Wikipedia, The Plague Explained.
Oh, so it's got to be explained to you.
Confusing ending that just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if they were trying to go for some highbrow bullshit.
I'm not doing that either.
Some metaphor. It just didn't fucking work, and it just wasn't worth it. I did get to catch another flick, but not a horror flick, but just kind of an interesting flick called 8 Men Out, and it's
the
kind
baseball
of about
one?
this cheating scandal in the World Series, like in 1919 or something like
Ray
that.
Liotta
Kind of how it
in this one
tarnished the legacy of the game and stuff like that. The Chicago Black Sox, because they'd thrown the game.
That's an old movie.
Damaged the reputation of the whole. Anyway, on to the Terror Dome.
What you got, man?
Yeah, what do we got to say on the Terror Dome? We get the Werewolves and the Hattiger brothers. Yeah, fuck it. Give me the Werewolves.
You have to.
The tainted 2025
all right.
Terror Dome.
Yes, but
anyway,
still.
That's all I got. Hope all is
It's
well.
not tainted. You're just upset. Bye. Love you too, Tom Hardy. Thanks for calling in, man. I wish that he could let go of some of this anger and hostility towards this year's Terror Dome. He's upset because he got eliminated. I understand that. But there was no Russian collusion there, Tom Hardy. Calm your ass down. You just lost. It happens. I don't think I've ever won a single Terror Dome. God damn it. Monica, have you seen a movie called Clive Barker's The Plague?
I feel like I have.
It is completely forgettable in every single way. The only thing I can tell you is that James Van Der Beek is in it, and it has to do with like zombie kids. And I don't think, as Tom Hardy alluded to it, Clive Barker had next to nothing to do with this movie. Very boring, very stupid.
Oh, okay. After you said that, no, I have not.
You don't need it. You don't want it. You don't even waste your time.
Yeah, I'm not going to.
I agree. Let's get back to Coop Newcomb's question, though. Is there a scene in a horror movie that is living rent-free in your head right now that you just kind of go back to periodically? I'm assuming he's referring to something brutal that you can't unsee, kind of a thing.
Yeah, I'm trying to think out of all the millions of movies.
I know. I'm going to tell you the first one that comes to my mind. And there's a lot that rides behind it. I like this character This is a movie based on a video game, and in the video game, you get to play this character. If you beat the game, then that particular character survives. And she was goddamn sexy as hell, dude. I'm talking about the roasting of Laurie Holden in the first Silent Hill movie. That was brutal. She was banging hot in that little cop outfit of hers with her platinum blonde spiky hair. And you're rooting for her through the whole movie. You're thinking she's the hero here. And then they catch her. And you're like, oh, well, it's okay. Somebody's going to come save her. And then they throw her on the fire. And you get to see as she's screaming and, it hurts. And then you see her skin start to blister and smoke and peel. Right. And all the smoke is going into her face. It's like a good, 2.5, 3 minute sequence of her just face first into the fire as she's writhing about. Something about immolation feels very painful and guttural to me. That's the first thing that comes to my mind. You got anything for us?
I'm trying to think, and I feel like the one thing that really bothered me, just because it might be able to happen, is remember the scene in the movie Contracted when he reaches down to touch himself? He's got worms.
Yes, I do.
Yeah.
Are you talking about when he's fingering her and the maggots come out?
Yeah.
Now, I'm a horny guy, Monica, okay? And I have hit the point of no return, if you understand what I'm saying, where it's like, okay, it's going to go down, and I'm rock hard, and I'm going to put it in you. I cannot think of a bigger boner killer than fucking... Well, first he puts it in, and he's like, this kind of stings a little bit, and then he pulls it out, and all the maggots come out with it, and...
Yeah, that part, it makes me think about that part just because I see all these horror stories about women that get, like, BBLs, and it's rotting, and there's maggots in there.
Oh, you're telling me that's actually physically possible?
Yes.
Oh, my God. Okay.
I've seen stories on YouTube. So when I'm
going to go put a condom on right now. I just, I have no intention of having sex with anybody. I just want protection just because we're talking about this, and I don't want, I don't want anything getting in my pee hole. God damn it, Monica.
That's the one movie that kind of is disturbing that I can't forget about.
That is such a great movie, too. You know what I mean? That's one of my. I would say it's my favorite zombie movie. I would not say it's my favorite zombie apocalypse movie.
And can we share one more later on?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. I got one more for him.
Okay. Well, in the meantime, that's it on the listener mail. You got anything for Coop? Our sexy new listener, whoever she was, she sounded sultry. Cooper, Tim, Alan, or Tom Hardy?
Thanks, everybody, for listening and engaging with us and asking us ridiculous questions.
We have ridiculous answers.
Yeah, wait till you hear my answer.
Oh, I can't wait. All right, in the meantime, I think it's movie time, kiddo.
Okay.
Oh, Monica, we're talking about Wreck from 2007. Wreck as in REC as in short for record, not like car wreck or anything like that. This one is written and directed by Wame Balaguero and stars Manuela Velasco, Ferran Terraza, and Jorge Yamam Serrano. I'm sure I butchered the hell out of those names, but at least I tried. So there's that.
They don't know.
Yeah, nobody's listening to this anyway. Who cares? Holy cow, you've seen this one? Now, Monica, before we get into the movie, did you see this one first or did you see Quarantine first?
I believe I saw Quarantine first.
I saw Quarantine first also, and I was not aware that it was an Americanization of a foreign film. That being said, well, we'll get into our closing arguments after we do Quarantine next week, but there is a substantial difference in the two. And I think the bones of the story are the same. The meat and potatoes in the middle, though, are substantially different. But we'll get into that next week. We are in found footage territory, inmates, and we are going to open up with a young lady. And can I just say, hello there, young lady, Manuela Velasco. Holy cow, where have you been all my life? She is very attractive, or at least she was in 2007. And she does something that drives me absolutely insane, Monica.
What's that?
She runs around in a wife beater. I can tell when my wife wants something because she comes out of the bedroom in a wife beater, and then I am incapable of saying no to anything at all, ever. I have a crazy kink for chicks in wife beaters. I don't know what it is, man. That is just something that drives me crazy. I love a young lady in a wife beater. Maybe they should call them husband beaters or something, or dick beaters. I don't know. We'll have to work that out later. But yeah, hello there. Anyway, she is the host of a late night TV show in Spain called While You Were Sleeping. And I believe what we're looking at here is basically an unaired episode of While You Were Sleeping, quite probably the last episode of While You Were Sleeping. And it's her and her camera guy and them starting off doing a fairly normal job, and then the night goes to complete shit, and that's when the horror kicks in. But we'll get to that in a second. I believe the purpose of the show was like she goes and spends all night with some 24-hour occupation and just gives you like some insight into what goes on in the middle of the night, quote unquote, while you were sleeping. So on this particular episode, Monica, she's headed to the local fire department, and she's going to hang out with these dudes all night long and see what they're up to. Now, I've seen some pornos in my day, and I've seen some that have taken place in fire departments and things of that nature, and this did not end the way that I was hoping it would. She gets to the fire department. She's got her camera guy there, and we start off with a lot of just, monotony. What goes on in the firehouse when there is no fire, which is a whole lot of nothing. And I'm going to tell you right now, inmates, the rundown of this movie is probably going to be very short. And the reason for that is because there's not a whole lot of story here. The story itself is very ambiguous, which is, I think, lends to kind of the appeal of this movie, because you never really understand what's going on. You just get to see certain things. And I drew a conclusion at the end. I'm probably way off base, but I think we all do. And that's kind of the beauty of it. But we get a good 20 minutes of her and her cameraman just kind of moseying around the fire department. She's getting hit on a little bit. She gets into a pickup game of basketball. We meet the fire captain. He's a stuffy old guy, as he's meant to be. We meet some of the fire studs. We have Manu, the bald stud. We have Alex, the long-haired stud. We have a couple of other studs. Doesn't really matter, I guess, because we're not going to learn their names, and they're not going to last very long, so that's fine. And that's a good 20-minute chunk of the movie. And that's cool. We're building up to something. But at the same time, Monica, this movie is only an hour and 18 minutes long. So my question to you at this point is, do you think we spent a little too much time fucking around And we could have gotten to the point a little bit sooner.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, I want you to remember that next week, because that's part of the Americanization that we'll get into, because I feel like quarantine ramps it up a lot faster. We don't get as much cheeky basketball and practical jokes around the firehouse. But anyway, eventually, luckily, they get a call, and they hop in. They get to go down the pole. I believe there are only 2 professions left that still use a pole, Monica.
Yes.
Firemen, and you know the other one. I feel like we need more poles, you know? I can't think of a place to put one in my office, but if somebody can give me a reason to put one there, I'll put a pole in. I don't know. I'll climb up it. I'll go down it. Whatever you want. They go down the fire pole. They hop in the fire truck. Apparently, there's only 2 firemen going to this call, and the call itself at this point is kind of ambiguous. And it's also worth mentioning that they're not taking the big fire truck that we know and love here in America. We are in Spain, and I don't know if they don't have our big fire trucks or what, but these guys just kind of hop into a minivan. Or maybe they have them, we just didn't see them because it wasn't really a fire call. Anyway, they get into the minivan and they go hauling ass downtown. They get to an apartment building, and as they pull up, the first thing they see is a cop car outside. So they're thinking, oh shit, we don't know what's going on, but could be some kind of situation of some sort. They go inside, they meet the police officers. They're like, okay. Now, this apartment building is very strange, and I don't know if anything like this would exist in the United States. As I gather, Monica, it is like actually only about 6 apartments, and they're sitting on top of some kind of a textile plant. Is that correct? Is that what you got?
Yes.
Okay. But it's an older building, so you got like this very arcane kind of picturesque spiral staircase that goes all the way to the top, which is pretty cool. But underneath all that, you have like 1 apartment on each side of the staircase, only 3 floors. Well, 4 floors, because the textile plant or whatever it is on the first floor. So they get in there, and already everybody's freaking out in the lobby of this place. And they're like, oh, what's going on? We heard a bunch of screaming. Why are the cops here? And we get a very quick cross-section of the residents of this place. We have a couple of senior citizens that hate each other. We have one very flamboyant gay guy. We have a mom and her sick daughter. What else do we got? I think that's about it, right? Oh, we have a medical intern. He's hanging around. We have the landlord, who just seems like a regular dude. Am I forgetting anybody, Monica?
No, I think maybe 6 people, 8?
Yeah, 6 or 8, give or take, to start with. And then we have a Chinese family that runs the textile plant. And turns out the Spanish can be just as racist as we can, because nobody particularly likes the Chinese people. And we do a lot of shit talking about the food they eat. And it's kind of fucked up, but I'm glad we're not the only ones doing it. So that's cool. Our camera crew gets in there. Our host of this show is Angela. Her cameraman is Pablo. And we are with Alex and Manu, the firemen. And we get in there. The first people we meet are we see the crowd gathered, but then we meet the police officers. They come down. We get a very quick briefing on the situation. All we know is that there is an old lady, Conchita, who lives on the 2nd floor, and we think that she may have fallen down or something, because we heard a lot of banging and crashing and screaming. Mm-hmm. And then she just kind of went silent, and now the fire department is here to get in there and possibly rescue her. It's worth mentioning also that her door is locked. Apparently these cops either aren't authorized or aren't capable of breaking the door down, so now the fire department is here with their crowbars and stuff. We get up to Conchita's apartment. The camera crew is covering all this, and Angela's giving us a very sexy play-by-play. We break into Conchita's apartment. Very nice. Everything looks cool. These apartments are huge, man, for the building that it's in. As the apartment opens up, we get a very long hallway going down to what I believe is a living room. And we see Conchita at the end of the hallway in the living room, and she's just standing there kind of slumped over, but she's conscious, and she's kind of wobbling around a little bit. So the cops go in, and they're like, hey, you okay? Hey, why don't you come over here and talk to us? And as the firemen go in there, they immediately start knocking a bunch of shit over and breaking stuff. And then Conchita freaks right out, runs at the policeman, jumps on him, takes him down, starts yelling, and she's growling at him, and then she bites his neck and pops his neck open.
Yeah.
So, holy shit, what the hell's going on? The other as she gets up, we get her off of him. She gets up. The other policeman has to empty his handgun into Conchita to get control of the situation. Now we have a problem. Number one, what the hell is Conchita's problem, and why is she attacking people? Number two, the fatter of the two policemen. I'm sure both the characters had names that I do not recall. So for now, we're going to call them Fat Police Guy and Skinny Police Guy.
Perfect.
Fat Police Guy is on the floor bleeding out. Skinny Police Guy is freaking out because he just unloaded his weapon into an elderly, half-crazed senior citizen. And the two firemen are like, what the fucking shit? They're trying to save the fat policeman. Okay, great. We get him up. I think we got the bleeding stopped or at least stabilized. We get him all the way down the stairs. There's no fucking elevator in this place, also worth mentioning. All the way down the stairs, we have to firemen's carry him down. While that's going on, now we have Manu, the bald fire stud. He came down with the policeman. And we have Alex, the long-haired fire stud, who was upstairs seeing if he could save Conchita, because she's riddled with bullets now. As we bring the fat policeman down, we're about to load him up into an ambulance, hopefully waiting outside. And as we hit the ground floor, we see a bunch of people outside locking the apartment building down. They're closing the gates and padlocking it, and they're yelling through the doors that nobody can come out because the place is now quarantined. Now everybody's really panicking because all that whole crowd that gathered in the lobby is freaking out. What are we supposed to do? We got to get out of here. The skinny policeman is on his radio. He's like, hey, man, my fat friend here just got his neck bit open. We got to get him the fuck out of here, and you guys are locking us in. Nobody's really giving any information, so that's kind of scary. And everybody is now trapped inside. As everybody is standing around scratching their heads, that was the worst sound effect ever. But what I'm telling you is that Alex, the long-haired fire stud, gets pushed, probably gets pushed, right, Monica?
I would say he was, yes.
Or thrown. Or maybe some kind of a jiu-jitsu tackle move. I don't know. Whatever happens, he goes plummeting from the second floor balcony all the way down to the lobby, and splatto! He is now out of the equation, and he's also bleeding all over the floor. We got 2 lives to save, so that sucks. Good news, though, our medical intern is here, and he's got some basic life-saving skills. We get them. I'm led to believe, and I could be wrong about this, but at this point, both the fat policeman and Alex, the long-haired fire stud, are both alive, and we somehow managed to stabilize them for the moment. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I got. We get them kind of stabilized. We move them off. At this point, we're freaking out. We're trying to find a way out of here because we don't know why we're being kept here. So we pop open the textile factory, go in there and meet the Chinese family, and they've been locked down also. The entire building is locked down at this point. Well, fuck. Nobody knows what's going on. Nobody's telling us what's going on. We got nothing better to do. So Angela and Pablo just start kind of doing man-on-the-street interviews with all the residents. And this goes on for a good 15, 20 minutes. It's fine. We find out that the young mother and her sick daughter are there. We think that the daughter just has tonsillitis. Have you ever had tonsillitis, Monica?
Yes.
Have you had your tonsils out?
Yes.
Did you look or behave in any way like the little girl in this movie?
No.
Well, you kind of do normally, so that's like a good bass line, but other than your normal yelling and biting. The girl is very pale, but they just keep telling us that she's got tonsillitis and she needs her medicine. Her dad is outside the building with her medicine, but he can't get it to her because of the quarantine.
Right.
We also meet the senior citizen couple. They hate each other. They do nothing but argue the whole time. We have the flamboyant gay man who is constantly like checking his ascot in his kerchief and slicking his hair back. Very fun. We meet he does not like the Chinese at all. First off, this is kind of racist, but he can't decide if they're Chinese or Japanese because he kind of flip-flops. He's like just the dirty Japanese down there and the ugly Chinese and their weird food. Who else do we interview? We interview, the medical intern. He's like, yeah, I'm just an intern. Normally my job is just like loading syringes for doctors and nurses. This is not really my forte. I'm just doing what I can here. We talk to the police officer. He has no idea what's going on. We talk to Manu, the bald fire stud. He doesn't know what's going on either, but he's trying to keep everybody calm. Yeah, and that's about it. As these interviews are wrapping up, we hear like more banging around coming from Conchita's apartment. Now, we thought we left her dead body just laying there in her own hallway, but we hear a bunch of banging around, so we go up there to check it out. Maybe she lived and we can help her. First off, she's not there anymore, so not quite as dead as we had hoped. Second off, out of one of the random hallways in her apartment, a young lady comes running out at full speed, freaking right out. She makes it about halfway down the hallway when Conchita herself pops out and tackles that young lady, and now Conchita's back up and running around, and she's just as pissed off as ever. Oh, fucking shit. All right, that's some scary stuff. We managed to barricade her in her apartment because we can't figure out, we try talking to her and stuff. She's basically a return. I would put her in the category of a Return of the Living Dead zombie, right?
Yes.
Except not as cheeky or fun, because those guys would call the cops on themselves. Apparently they're bulletproof. These guys, right? You shoot them all up, it doesn't work. But they don't talk, so they're somewhere in between Return of the Living Dead and 28 Days Later, I would say. Anyway, very angry, running around trying to bite people, freaking right out. Oh shit, what are we doing? I don't know. Now everybody's really panicking because we don't know how long we can keep Conchita in there before she gets out and fucks somebody else up. By the way, we also don't know who that young lady was, and apparently we don't care. At this point, the landlord shows up. He was there the whole time. He's like, oh, wait a minute, wait, I got it. If we go up to a second floor window, we can jump out of the window. It will land on the building just off to the side, and then we can go get, at least get the fuck out of here and not be quarantined with this shit. So they run up to the second story window, and they get there just as the I guess the CDC or the Spanish CDC, whoever it is now tenting off the building. So that tells me, Monica, that whatever this fucking shit is, it's now airborne, and we are vacuum sealing the entire building.
Yes.
Okay. That is some scary shit. Inside, everybody is still freaking out. What are we doing? By the way, the little girl is getting sicker and sicker because she can't get her medicine from her dad outside. Skinny policeman is on the radio trying to get some information. Basically, what we settle on is that the CDC is going to send a medical investigator in, and he is going to collect blood samples from everybody. And then he's going to go out, and they're going to test the blood. And if you're cleared, they'll let you out. So that's good news. Unfortunately, once they let this young man into the actual building, he's all suited up, Monica. He's got the mask, the breather, the hazmat suit. He's got like a stainless steel attaché case.
Hell yeah.
With all of his syringes and shit. Once he gets in, though, he's just immediately harangued by everybody. Hey, you can't keep us in here. What the hell are you doing? Are you going to let me out of here? You got fucking shit. It's bullshit. He's like, oh, okay, I can't. It's all classified. I can't tell you anything. I'm just here to get your goddamn blood samples, and let's just keep it at that, okay? Now, this is something I glazed over. In the interview process, we found out that the little girl had a dog that ran away, and she's kind of bummed because her dog Max never came back, but her mom keeps kind of like, side-eyeing Angela. Hey, we're going to find him once we open the doors and we can get out of here. I'm sure he's out there waiting for us right now. But the little girl never found her dog. But we'll get to that here in a second. About this time, as we're drawing the blood samples, the ticking time bomb that was the little girl officially explodes. She bites her mom in the face and then goes hauling ass upstairs. And mom is bleeding from her face, and she's freaking out. Everybody's like also freaking out because nobody saw that shit coming. The Manu, the fire stud, and the skinny police officer go running after the little girl. The medical investigator is like, whoa, we got to get her, man. We can't just have her running around. She's that's going to be a problem.
We get rabies.
Well, that's what I'm thinking, or some other kind of bloodborne pathogen. We get a cool little cat and mouse game with the little girl. Eventually, we find her. She attacks and kills the skinny policeman. This is a fucking thing. We get Manu freaks right out, as he should. Barricades the two of them in one of the apartments. I believe it was Conchita's apartment, and goes back downstairs. Once he gets downstairs, everybody's now full on panicking. The medical investigator's like, okay, dude, first thing we got to do is secure mom. So they grab the little girl's mom and they handcuff her to a stairwell, like a hand banister. And she's like, what the hell are you handcuffing me for? I just got bit in the face, man. I need some medical attention. I don't need to be restrained. And this is where we get the big reveal, Monica. This is a saliva transmitted pathogen. It started with a quote-unquote stray dog that was taken to a vet a couple of days earlier. The dog was highly aggressive. It got sedated. When it got back up, it attacked and killed a lot of the other animals in the pound. They sedated it again and eventually ended up euthanizing it. But like 40 minutes after they euthanized it, the fucking thing popped back up and started attacking everybody again. And they were trying to figure out where the dog came from. And this is when Angela steps in. She's like, whoa. Was there a collar on that dog? Did it have a name on it? Was it Max? And he's like, yes. Now we know where our problem began with the dog. Well, we think we know where the problem began. We're actually going to go much deeper here in a second. To speed things up a little bit, well, not that the movie needed speeding up at this point, but unfortunately, we find out that in the initial scuffle, some of the other people actually got bit as well. And we kind of see this through a cool little glimpse of Pablo, the cameraman, spying on the medical intern as he's trying to figure out what the fuck is wrong with fat police guy and long-haired fire stud Alex, because all of a sudden they pop up from there like, I don't know, I guess they were on gurneys or something. They were like in a different area. But
they were handcuffed to the gurneys.
Yeah, because the medical investigator told them that. Pop up, bite the medical intern. The investigator like slams the door and locks him in there with the two guys. And the medical guy is like, I didn't get bit. Just let me out, you fucker. And he's like, we can't do that, bro. You may have been compromised. Those two clowns are handcuffed to their beds, so just don't go anywhere near them and you'll be fine. Unfortunately, this is when we find out that the intern actually did get bit because now he's freaking out and he manages to punch through the glass window that was keeping him separate from everybody else. He gets out, immediately, I think, bites every member of the Chinese family, or at least a good chunk of them. The Manu is screaming at everybody to get back in their apartments and lock the doors. Once the Chinese family wakes up, though, it's full on 28 days later, dude. You're running for your fucking life, bro. Big spiral staircase. I hope your cardio is good, Monica, because If you can't handle stairs, you ain't getting away from these dudes. Big chase. We kind of jump into Blair Witch territory here with a lot of shaky cam and screaming and freaking out. At one point, the flamboyant gay guy, Manu, Pablo the cameraman, and Angela manage to actually get away from everybody else, and they're like in a little side room. And we have to assume that everybody that's not one of those 4 people is already infected or dead. There's a lot of beating on the door. We don't know who it is. We just have to assume it could be any of those people because they're all infected. We kind of come to the conclusion that there is roof access. And if we can make it to the penthouse, apparently there's a penthouse suite in this place, we can make it up there. We might be able to get out onto the roof and then somehow sneak down. That's really the only shot that we got. But, Monica, how the hell are we going to get into the penthouse is the question. Well, we need a key. And who might have a key? The landlord. Well, he's probably dead, so fuck him. But do we know which apartment he was in? Yes, it was down on the 2nd floor. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to hang low. We're going to lay low here for a minute. We're going to wait till all the beating and screaming stops. Then we're going to carefully sneak down to the 2nd floor, find that door, sneak in there, get his keys, and hopefully sneak up to the penthouse. And that's what we start off with, except that as we're formulating this plan, one of the infected individuals punches through the window that the flamboyant gay guy was leaning on, grabs him, and bites him through like the security bars. So he's now infected, and he's infected inside the room with Manu, Pablo, and Angela. So any thoughts we had about sneaking anywhere just went right out the fucking window because we have to run as fast as we can. By the way, they cut the power. Did I mention that? They cut the fucking power to this place. So the only illumination we have is Pablo's camera or his light on his camera.
Yes.
We ain't sneaking away from nobody, man. As soon as we open the door, they're going to be on us like white on rice. And that's exactly what happens. They open the door, they go hauling ass. Manu, the hero that he is, makes a stand with his crowbar, allowing Pablo and Angela to get to the apartment, which is great. They get inside, they find a big key ring. Unfortunately, Manu, in his heroics, does get bit and infected, and he's now part of the undead horde or whatever they are. They get the keys. They go hauling ass up to the penthouse. We get a very cool scene where Pablo points the camera down the stairwell, and all of a sudden 15 infected heads are ah, and then they'll go running up the stairs at him. You get good cardio when you get bulletproof, which is a pretty good deal, and you get killer cardio. So those are a couple of perks, Monica, to this infection. If you're interested, your complexion goes to shit. So. You really bad skin. I don't know if you want that or not, but something to think about. They make it up to the penthouse. They kick the door in and barricade it shut behind them. And what they find when they get there is a very cool conspiracy wall situation, but it looks like it was made out of the pages of the Necronomicon, which is pretty dope.
Yes.
A lot of biblical passages and weird drawings of people with their face off, and weird specimens in those glass jar things. I feel like I need some of those specimens. I'm not going to do anything with them. I just want them to, creepy the place up a little bit. We start flipping, looking around at all. Whoa, look at all this shit. Angela starts reading through some books, and she even finds, Monica, a reel-to-reel tape recorder. You are in the basement of the fucking cabin in the woods, and you're about to summon the Deadites, dude, is what you're going to do. Not Deadites, though. We're going a whole other direction. Oh, that would be cool right there. If you could summon the Deadites and they came and took care of the infection for you. Doesn't make any sense, I know, but it would still be kind of cool. Anyway, she starts playing the recordings and flipping through the pages and all that shit, and I could be off base with this, but this is what I picked up. There was a dude there who was hired by the Vatican, or maybe he was a priest. I don't know for sure. But he was researching a young lady out of Portugal that had become possessed. And I think what we're saying is that somehow he got the young lady and was holding her there in the penthouse apartment there in Barcelona, or wherever we're at in Spain. He was conducting weird science experiments, medical experiments on her, I believe. He was trying to, find a vaccine, because I guess this particular possession was transmittable somehow. Like, part of the tape recording that she plays says something about isolating an enzyme and coming up with a vaccine, but it's now contagious and something like that. I don't know. As they're kind of looking around this mess here, a ceiling hatch pops open, and they're like, "Oh, I bet there's some cool shit up there. Let's go check it out." They take the camera up there, and for a hot second, all we see is like I would compare him to the little boy in The Grudge. He's like up there, and he's in some diapers, and he's like, "Ah!" And then he smacks the camera down, and that smashes the light. So now they're in pitch black, but the camera has like a night vision situation. So we turn that on. We just kind of see Angela trying to feel her way around. And then we see what I believe to be the actual young lady from Portugal. She looks a lot like the ogre from Barbarian.
Yes.
Except not as sexy. I know it's weird for me to say the ogre was sexy, but I mean, if I had to pick one of the two to take out to a nice dinner and maybe some dancing, I would probably take the ogre. She had a nicer body, which isn't saying much, but I don't know. Anyway, this gangly naked lady comes out with spider-like appendages, and she's kind of balding a little bit. The only reason I know it's a female is because she kind of had boobs, I think, a little bit.
Yeah, when she was turned sideways, you could see her boobies.
Yeah, they were not... I almost didn't beat off to this, Monica. I'm going to be honest with you. I had to put some serious effort into squeezing one out to this one, but I did because I am a professional. She's feeling around, and we're trying to keep Angela away from this fucking thing. And make a long story short, the whatever we want to call her, the Portuguese young lady, ogre chick, smashes the camera out of Pablo's hand. We hear him yelling and screaming. Then she knocks Angela down right in front of Pablo's camera. And then the last scene of the movie is Angela being dragged off into the darkness, and cut to credits. What did you think of Wreck, Monica?
So I can't say nothing about the other movie yet,
okay.
But this isn't a bad movie. The only thing that bothered me in the movie is all the screaming.
A lot of screaming.
There was too much. It was over the top screaming that really didn't need to be there. Mm-hmm. But I was going to ask you, do you think these were demons? Because I don't feel like these were infected people.
I mean, but it travels through bite, so it's described as an infection. I mean, that's what the medical investigator said. It's a pathogen. It travels through saliva. Okay, but I mean, are we saying that once they get bit, they get possessed? Is that what we're thinking? Because I mean, that I will say we'll get more into that next week. But that's the one thing that they kind of clear up a little bit in the Americanization, because they don't get into any kind of religious anything. But we'll get into that next week.
Yeah, right. And when you saw that wall with all the demonology stuff, I'm just like, oh, these guys are possessed demons.
Sure.
And I think maybe they didn't know how to explain it. Maybe the guy that was working on it just didn't know. He just made the assumption that it's saliva spread.
It could be. It could be, or maybe the writers were just like, wouldn't it be cool if they were demons instead at the last minute? And he was like, yeah. So they threw that in at the end, and now it kind of doesn't make things make sense at all. I don't know.
But then I kind of think maybe it is right on the right path, because when you watch the first Evil Dead, anybody that was touched by something of the demon became possessed.
That's true also. That is very true. I didn't think of that. Because once, it wasn't just touch, though. Because Ellen Sandweiss, let's face it, she got raped by the whatever it was in the forest. She comes back. She bites what's her name, on the ankle. So now she's possessed.
Right.
We don't see what happens to Scotty because he just goes out in the woods and comes back with the shit kicked out of him, but now he's possessed.
Right.
So, yeah, I guess that would make sense. I mean, it's never explained in Evil Dead, but if you just follow that kind of trajectory, yeah.
And even if you follow, what's the Night of the Demons?
Yeah.
That's the French one, right? Or the spaghetti one?
The French?
Demon?
Oh, Demon in the movie theater?
Yes.
Yeah, same thing.
Yeah, that's the same thing. They kind of were touched somehow by the demon, and everybody changed. So I think that's what this was. These were demons.
Yeah, that makes sense. I like that. Or some iteration of Deadites or something like that.
Yeah.
I think we just needed like some levitation so that just to clear that up, you know. Just have one of them talk a bunch of shit. Your mother sucks cocks. You know, okay, you're a demon. I got it. All right, man. I say it's a good show. Streaming currently on Tubi, if anybody hasn't seen it. Monica, why don't we take us a little break and come back with some other stuff, yeah?
Okay.
Up to a cloudy day, dark rolls in and it starts to rain. Staring out to the cage like walls, time goes by and the shadows crawl. Crushing candy, crushing pills. Got no job, mom pays my bills. Texting exes, get my fill. Sweating bullets, Netflix chills. World's out there singing the blues. 20 more dead on the evening news. Think to myself, really what's the use? I'm just like you, I was born to lose. Why, oh why can't you just fix me? When all I want to feel numb, but the medication's all gone. Why, oh why does God hate me? When all I want to get high and forget this so-called life. I am so freaking bored, nothing to do today. I guess I'll sit around and medicate. I am so freaking bored, nothing to do today. I guess I'll sit around and medicate. Can't wait to feel better than I ever will. Tack that shit like a kid on Benadryl. Chase it down with a hopeful smile. Hate myself, I can go for miles. They say family's all you need. Someone to trust can help you breathe. Inhale that drug but you start to choke. You fall on the outs of an inside joke. Why, oh why can't you just fix me? When all I want is to feel numb, but the medication's all gone. Why, oh why does God hate me? Cause I've seen enough of it, heard enough of it, felt enough of it, had enough of it. I am so freaking bored, nothing to do today. I guess I'll sit around and medicate. I am so freaking bored, nothing to do today. I guess I'll sit around and medicate. Clear though, he needs that fix like the rest of us, so he's got no fear when he saves that bus. All the stars in the Hollywood Hills, Snapchat live when they pop them pills. All those flavors of the rainbow, too bad that shit don't work though. Your friends are hot right now, your boys are hot right now, that hot chick's hot right now, that guy is hot right now, the president's hot right now, your priest is hot right now. No one's hot as fuck right now, and no one's ever gonna die.
Hey inmates, if you like what you hear, head over to the Padded Room Facebook group and support us through the Patreon link with a small monthly donation. Check out the T-Villain link at paddedroom.podbean.com and grab some t-shirts. Thanks for listening and enjoy the rest of the show.
And we are back, Miss Monica.
We are back.
Ooh, it's a difficult and delicate situation. We're doing remakes all year long. I know I said it 300 times, but the more I think about it, like, do Americanizations count technically as remakes? I mean, theoretically, they're different movies, right?
No, because if it's the same storyline, it's considered a remake. Whether it's in any language.
Sure, but take, for example, one of my favorites, Cairo, out of Japan, and then the Americanization, Pulse.
Mm-hmm.
Pulse took, like, some scenes from Cairo, but fundamentally they're drastically different. The Americanization does a good job of explaining every little thing, answering any question you might have had about how this is happening. It doesn't make a lot. They tried to make it make sense, but the Japanese version just leaves it kind of open, and you got to. Hey, it doesn't matter because it's now a ghost apocalypse, and you fucking figure it out. I don't care. You're good. Just try not to get killed. Or more to the point, try not to kill yourself, because that's what's really happening. So, I mean, I'm for the sake of this podcast and the schedule that we have lined up for you, I'm going to go ahead and say sure, they count as remakes. Because why not? I don't know. Americanization, it's the same thing. Who cares? I'm just talking myself into circles is what I'm doing. Why don't I quit doing that, Monica, and what we'll do instead is get into the Terradome.
All right.
No tears, please. It's a waste of good suffering.
I'm not gonna hurt you. You didn't let me finish my sentence. I said, I'm not gonna hurt you. I'm just gonna bash your brains in. I'm gonna bash them right the fuck in. I'll kill you all. I'll drive you crazy. I'll kill you all. My worst dream come true.
6-year-old child with this blank, pale, emotionless face. The blackish eyes. The devil's eyes.
Welcome to the Terradome.
First, last week's winner. We had Werewolves versus the Hattiger Brothers from the Wrong Turn series. The last of the brutes fell by the creek. Their blood was thick and vile, meat that was useless to the pack. With a howl of victory, they were back on their bikes, leaving the bodies of the Hattiger brothers to rot in the woods. With a vote of 9-0, the Werewolves advance over the Hattiger brothers.
No way.
I know. Who'd have thought, right? 3 disgusting rednecks with bows and arrows against a pack of werewolves. Impossible. That was a blowout waiting to happen. This one I'm a little more interested in because I feel like there could be some furniture moving around up in here. I feel like we're going to piss some more people off with this one, Monica, just so you know.
Okay. As
usual, inmates, bear with me. I'm not much of a writer. We are in the Inferno Conference Round 10. The thugs of the West 18th Street gang were getting chewed up badly. It started with a turf war against their rivals, the 22nd Street Bloods. Then the police got involved, further shrinking their numbers and lending to the growing bloodshed. Then their members started disappearing, only to be found later skinned and with certain parts missing as trophies. The few surviving members were laying low in an abandoned warehouse, hoping the heat would die down and their enemies would move on. They sequestered themselves for days when the occurrences began. First, strange sounds from the other side of the building. Things began to move on their own, and some forgotten appliances would turn themselves on and off without power. The remaining 18th Street thugs were having some of the worst nightmares of their lives. Then the hunters found them. Team's competition, we have the Predators versus Ghosts, Monica. Now, I feel like everybody is going to vote for the Predators, which is fine. It's your prerogative to do so. I would like you to explain it to me, though, how a predator kills a ghost. You can't, man. It's already dead. It doesn't have a heat signature. It can it's already dead, man. It's not even a living corporeal thing. I got to go with I love the Predators, you know that. But I have to think logically here, and I have to go with the ghost. Monica, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm going to go with the ghosts too, because when I'm picturing the ghost, I am picturing Ghost from 13 Ghosts.
Oh, they'd fuck the Predators up. That man baby thing. Oh, he'll fuck somebody up. That's basically Dr. Dale right there.
And you know, even if the Predator can turn invisible, the ghost still knows where you're at.
Oh yeah, it can see.
You can't hide.
It can see through dimensions, dude. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, on the other hand, if we're applying that logic, and one of those predators finds the ghost viewer, now you got a problem. I'm just saying that weird set of shades that Matthew Lillard had.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I don't. Or if we can make an argument that their predator helmet visor technology thing would have a ghost viewer built in. I don't. But even still, you can't kill a ghost, bro.
Yeah, you can't.
I got to go with the ghosts on this one. Go ahead.
I agree.
Go ahead. Call in, yell at us, freak us all out. That's fine. No, that's the purpose of the Terror Dome. And while you're contemplating that matchup, I would also like to follow up on Coop Newcomb's question of which bizarro horror movie scene is still rattling around in your head. I gave mine. I'm off the top. I mean, if you let me, give me like a week. You know what? I'm going to come back next week with another answer. But off the top of my head, the first thing that pops to mind is Laurie Holden and Silent Hill. Monica, I believed you had another answer for us.
I do, and I get the heebie-jeebies every time I watch this movie.
Okay.
And to other people, they might be like, oh, this movie's stupid. But
Okay.
Event Horizon,
Okay.
the scene where he's playing back the sounds and they're ripping out each other's eyeballs.
Oh, my God.
That fucking freaks me out every time.
If Nurse Nicole was here, she would give you a big hug, and then you two would go off to a side room to do a shot and probably have like a little sidebar about that movie and how hot and horny she is for Sam Neill, which I will never understand, by the way.
Oh, I don't understand either, but it's
fine. It's fine. Everybody, hey, put him in a wife beater. I might be into it. I don't know. I don't know where I'm going. Right on, inmates. Contemplate that matchup and let us know about your rent-free headspace horror movie scene that you just can't let go of. The one that rattles around.
Curious.
Me
now.
too. I'm hoping somebody hits me with something I haven't seen because I'll throw it in right now. In the meantime, while you're contemplating, area code 775-387-0275 is the mental health hotline. Mail at paddedroompodcast.com is how you get a hold of us on the email if you don't want to hear your voice on the show, which is totally understandable. In the meantime, while you're contemplating all of that stuff that we just threw on your lap, let's do a little, what are you looking at, shall we?
What are you looking at?
Booyah. I only got one movie in this week, Monica. It's a new one. It's one that just hit HBO Max. It's called Bone Lake from 2026. Have you heard of this?
Oh, yeah. How was that?
Okay. So, well, all right. Now, let's just hold on. So, I think the biggest problem I have with this movie was with its marketing to start with. Everybody said that this is a quote-unquote adults-only horror movie, and it's very sexual in nature. And I'm going into this thinking, hey, now it's going to be like a some kind of like what was that that one we watched in the bowling alley, Gutter Balls, where chicks getting bowling pins shoved up her pussy and stuff like that. It's fine. There's like 2 sex scenes in it. They're not hardcore. You don't get to see much. The innuendo behind it is that there is an incestuous relationship happening. And you don't find that out till the very end. I'm sorry if I spoiled that for you. Other than that, it's fine. It's the old tale of a couple who are kind of on the outs, getting an Airbnb. And 14 minutes after they get there, another couple shows up because they booked the exact same Airbnb. And then we get like an episode of Red Shoe Diaries where the dildos are coming out, and you're thinking like maybe he's going to cheat with her, or maybe his fiance is going to bang the random other guy or something like that. Nothing real. It's fine. They have you ever stayed in an Airbnb, Monica?
Yeah.
There's always like one closet that's locked or one room that's locked. So there's a couple of rooms in this thing that are locked, and they get hammered one night and they decide to pick the locks, and then they find some fun shit. And they find like a sex dungeon, and there's a lot of more dildos and stuff like that. And what should we do? I don't know. And so they pick another lock on another room, and there's like a Ouija board and a whole seance thing going on. And now I'm really freaked out. Let's try not to have sex with each other. And then it's fine. I'm going to say it's fine. It's not as sexy as the marketing campaign would have you believe. It's fine. You find there's a twist at the end, and you realize that somebody might know more than they're letting. It's fine. I'm going to say it's fine. You know what? It's fine. I don't want to ruin it for you, but it's streaming right now on HBO Max. Go check it out. It's all right. I'll say it's all right. And that is all I got to look at, Monica. How about you?
Well, I'm in the same boat. I only watched one new movie called We're Not Safe Here.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Well, let me tell you about marketing.
Okay.
The cover of this movie looks fantastic.
Oh.
It's got a head that has like a pillowcase over it with someone holding a knife, and there's blood.
All
and
right.
you're thinking, like you get the Strangers vibe.
Sure.
No, that's not what this is about.
Ah.
It's about a girl that calls her friend and says, hey, I need to come over and tell you what's going on. And her friend is like, okay, you can come over. But in the meantime, this girl is just seeing nothing but like pillowcase heads and hearing the breathing, that annoying gasping of air, like...
Oh, kind of like in The Town That Dreaded Sundown, when some fuck boy is trying to play a trombone with a knife attached to it. I know exactly what you're talking about, Monica.
And you know what? I'm just going to say it. So basically, this girl comes over to her friend's house, and she explains to her that she was like kidnapped, and she can. As she's trying to tell the story to her friend of what happened to her, she's hearing noises in this girl's house, and you feel like there's somebody there, and maybe there is somebody there. And pretty much the movie goes on for an hour of this.
Oh, lovely.
And at the reveal, you get the girl that she's telling the story to has now come to believe that this girl's story is true, and that she was kidnapped, and that she saw pillowcase heads, and all of a sudden she now is seeing these things, and her friend wakes up and is like, hey, thanks a lot. You just took over the demon that's been possessing my thoughts, and now you get to carry this burden. And so basically they're pawning it off. It's like a follows.
Okay, it follows, sure.
Yeah, and then the girl goes to another girl's house, and the movie starts all over with the same shit. Hey, I got to tell you what happened to me, and that's it.
Okay, well,
they suckered my time.
They fuckered your fucking fucker time. I get it, man. Well, I mean, okay. Again, well, I mean, as you described it, Monica, and this is probably kudos to you, it doesn't sound that bad. It's actually, if I didn't know the ending, which you just spoiled for me, I might be interested. But I think you summed it up magnificently when you said, "Let me tell you about marketing," because you're like, if I'm looking for this movie on what did you find this on Tubi? What was this?
No, this was out on the pirate ship.
Okay, well, it'll be called The Pirate Ship, and we'll not speak of it again. But if I'm looking at the thumbnail as you described it, and I'm in the mood for a Strangers-esque, maybe torture porny kind of a, somebody getting fucked with a bag over, abducted, maybe sex trafficked, something. If I'm in the mood for that, which, God damn it, I hope I'm not. But, and then you put this demonic, PTSD spin on it. Yeah, I'm going to be disappointed. So maybe what we could have done was, I don't know, put a fucking, I don't know, but find a better way to go about it. So you're telling me all the demons had sacks on their heads? Is that what we're saying?
I don't believe that. I don't believe that the demons were people with pillow sacks.
Okay.
I'm not sure if she had the pillow sack, and this is how the story goes.
Okay.
Like she had a pillow sack over her head, and she's just like hallucinating that there's someone there to kill her.
Okay.
But you never see anything.
All right.
There's nothing to see. All you hear is the breathing.
Oh, okay.
That's all you get.
Okay.
So,
I don't know, man. I think, well, now at this point, I'm almost intrigued. But I
wish you would watch it and then tell me if there's something that I missed.
Okay, here's what I want. First off, I need to completely forget that you told me about this. So if you could remind me in like 3 weeks from now to just go check out this movie, I will do it, and I'll have no idea what I'm doing. So
okay,
and then
and Dusty that way.
Oh yeah, line Dusty up for this. Yeah, then we can both punch you in the face.
Okay.
Right on, man. That's all you got for this week?
That's all I got.
Okay, let's do some immersion therapy, Monica.
Immersion therapy.
Monica, how hot are you for Jeremy Sisto? Okay, hold on. Let me rephrase it. How hot are you for a young 2003 to 2009 Jeremy Sisto?
Oh, well, I don't know what I was thinking, but I was hot for this dude at one time.
I was too. He's in one of my favorite movies of all time, Suicide Kings. He pops up in a lot. Like, I'll be watching a movie and I'll be like, "Oh, there's that guy. I love that guy." Speaking of Wrong Turn, he was in the first Wrong Turn. May, that we're about to get into.
Hideaway.
Hideaway. Oh, dude, with the trench coat. Yeah.
Yes, he was fucking hot in that
Sexy
movie.
motherfucker, this dude. Yeah, he's not like a huge name, but he's somebody that you just kind of recognize, and he's just like always around. I like him. I liked May. I mean, his hands look fine. I don't know why she was so fascinated with his hands.
I know. That's well, when I was watching this and I knew you were going to bring that part up, and I can tell you at one time when I worked at this place, there was this dude that worked with me and his forearm.
Okay. I get that. Chicks like a good forearm.
Yeah, I would stare at it and be like, this guy's got nice forearms.
It's weird how certain parts will attract you to somebody. I remember having a coworker once that I thought was very sexy because she had a really hot, the nape of her neck, I thought was really hot. And she had short hair, and for some reason I sat behind her all the time. And I was like, God damn, I'm just going to grab it and bite it. I'm just going to bite it because I just want to taste it. I realize I'm a pervert. It's fine.
Then I guess we all are.
Yes. And if I ever build myself a May-esque doll, I will track that young lady down and she will be the nape of the neck. I don't know what else I'm doing for the rest of the parts, but I'll start there. It's a good show, man. I like May. It's very psychological. The way that Angela Bettis portrays that character in I guess, trauma of her growing up being this somewhat deformed she's not deformed. She just has a crazy eyeball. And once she gets it corrected, now she's learning to relive her old life, but as a normal person and actually a fairly attractive young lady. All of a sudden, her secretary at the vet is hitting on her, which is weird. I mean, it's not weird. It's fine. But at the same time, she didn't notice her when she had a crazy eyeball. And now she's experiencing, what's his name with the nipples? Your guy. Let me put some ice on my nips real quick.
Oh, shit. It wasn't Alex. No.
Duvall. His last name is Duvall.
Oh, fuck. What is his name?
I don't know, but he...
Adam
Duvall, that's right. He's another guy that just shows up a lot. And you're like, oh, there's that fucking guy. Let me put some ice on my nips real quick. What the fuck? You fucking weirdo, get out of here. But she's into it, and all of a sudden she's getting all this attention. But she is still in the psychology of being this loner outsider who only has her dolls. And by the way, living a normal life isn't nearly as cool because now you're realizing that the people around you are all a bunch of whack jobs, except for Jeremy Sisto. I thought he was all right. So you decide to build your own doll out of parts of them, which is psycho. You know what this movie weirdly reminds me of? Have you ever seen a movie called Excision?
Yes.
Very similar. Very, very similar in a lot of different ways. In Excision, you had another outcast young lady who was so hyper-focused on becoming a surgeon. She thought everybody else was stupider than her, and she thought she was really going to cement her future by performing a weird fucking, what was it, like a liver transplant, if I remember right, on her younger sister.
Yeah.
But the whole build up to that was just her being this awkward fucker and just alienating every single person in her life. And that weirdo losing your virginity scene where blood gushes out of her vagina. It's, I don't know. Maybe I'm jumping to some conclusions here, but I thought that was very similar. All right, I've droned on long enough about May. It's a great show. Check it out if you haven't seen it. Monica, what do you got for us this week?
Okay, so this one, we got a story about a girl who goes missing, and two of her friends and a set of strangers find themselves drawn to the cabin where they think she disappeared, and it's going to be called Tonight She Comes, from 2016, and you can find it on Tubi.
Love this movie, man. Can I tell you? Can I tell you my favorite part about this movie before we move on? No, I'm just going to put it out there. We're going to move on very soon. I'm going to stop talking. I promise. There's a weird juxtaposition of hot chicks that are not totally hot to the point where they're unapproachable. But the young lady that plays the lead in this movie, she's hot, she's badass, and she's like in my realm of possibly like if like a 26-year-old Darian were to approach her, it might happen. It might go down. I'm just saying. Maybe it's just wishful thinking. And this is actually a pretty good show. There's a lot of comedic elements to it too, especially when the redneck family shows up at the end. Check that shit out, inmates. We'll do the same and compare notes next week. But now it's time for a round of Who is Daddy?
Who is Daddy?
First, my clues from last week. I am here on Thanksgiving at my familial estate. I'm going to be honest with you. I hate everybody here. I'm here because my mom wants me to be here. I'm really here because I'm going to beg my parents for money because I'm broke and I don't really have a lot going on in my life, so I need some money to live. And I'm a bit of a loser, but I brought my underage girlfriend with me, so hopefully we can strike a chord and get some funding for something. Oh, shit! We got people shooting other people in the head with crossbows. And we got all kinds of fun booby traps. And it's really just cementing the fact that we as a family absolutely, positively hate each other. Like, we cannot get it together for 5 seconds. Even when we are under attack by a hostile force, we still have to just poke and prod at each other and tell each other what fucking losers we are and stuff like that. It's actually pretty funny. I am, of course, You're Next. Great movie. We've all seen it. Probably one of the staples of the home invasion subcategory. Who might I be this week, you ask? Well, I am a dirty cop, Monica. And I dabble in a lot of different dirty things, to include extortion, drug use, prostitution, and a lot of other shit that I should not be getting into. And also, all my friends are dirty cops, and we are off to what we believe to be a brand new whorehouse that just, brothel that just opened up here in the rural part of our area, and we're gonna let these motherfuckers know, man, that we are the law around here, and we're gonna bang some of these chicks, and we're gonna take a couple $1,000s off their hands, and that's how it's gonna go down. I really hope that this is not actually a portal to hell, because it could be. I mean, that's not covered in the police handbook, what to do when you encounter a portal to hell, but I'm just hoping to bang some prostitutes, get the fuck out of here with a couple $100. Could go the other way, too. Could be a guy down there that is ridiculously deformed and hell-bent on torturing us for all of eternity. I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with this. But tune in next week, inmates, and I will drop some knowledge on you. If you have the answer, by all means, let us know. Area code 775-387-0275, or email us, mail@paddedroompodcast.com. I think that's about going to do it for us, Monica. What was supposed to be a very short show actually went a lot longer than I thought it would. So that's okay. I'm down with that, especially with Dusty not even being here. God bless him. You know, he's in Las Vegas right now.
Yes, I know. For
quote-unquote work.
I wonder what he's doing.
He is in a portal to hell right now. All right, Monica, you got anything else on the week, love?
No, thanks, everybody. Hope you guys listen to us next week.
Absolutely.
And find out who D is.
I could be anybody. You have no idea. I might not even be in the United States. I might be somewhere off in the cosmos. In the meantime, thank you guys very much, of course. Like, comment, subscribe wherever you found this show. Drop us an email or a voicemail. Let us know what's going on. You don't even have to answer any of these stupid questions. You could just tell us what's up. By all means, explain to me how the Predators are going to beat the Ghosts in a Terradome matchup, because I would love to hear your logic behind this. Other than that, I think that's about going to be it for us this week. Join us next week for Quarantine, the Americanization of the movie we just covered, Rec. I think we're going to uncover a lot of differences, and we might even not hate Quarantine as much as we thought we did at the end of next week. But we'll get into that next week. Other than that, Monica, I think that's it for Dusty in Absentia. The parole officer, how many shots has he had since we started this show? Oh, no, he can't drink. He's having surgery tomorrow, right?
Yeah, surgery. For
the parole officer and his wrecked fucking spine, hopefully we get that sorted out tomorrow. Portals to hell that are actually in houses of ill repute. Flag football. I actually miss it. I wouldn't admit it to anybody other than you guys, but I do miss it already, and I'm already drawing up plays for next season, so don't let me fool you. And the Padded Room Podcast, I'm afraid visiting hours are now over.
Bye, guys.
Put my heels and dance with the heat rise.